Elizabeth! Elizabeth! You've been in there for a while. I have to use the bathroom. Is there a bathroom in there? I didn't ask that. Please? Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Look at me so seductively. Huh. Huh. Ha. Welcome back to Modern Commentary, everybody. Where Elizabeth has just murdered somebody to protect the child. So to wrap up my thoughts on Daisy, because Daisy's now dead. Like I said, the game paints Daisy and Comstock as the same type of person. And I think that's wrong. That's false equivalency. That's like on the news when you hear people say, oh, Trump's really bad. Yeah, but Hillary wouldn't have been any better. It's like, okay, granted, Hillary would not have been maybe an ideal presidential candidate. But comparing the two is fucking absurd. Like, one is a lying, bordering on sociopathic liar who's only interested in his own ego and making himself feel good and not running the country and only promoting his own interests. And the other is, the worst you can say about them is that they're corrupt. Which everybody has been saying about every politician ever, which I just also did another form of topic avoidance by saying, hey, what about the other people? And the argument is, you know, Hillary does this, Hillary does that, but like, it's still a market improvement. Like, Daisy being in charge compared to Comstock is still better than Comstock. Not great, not ideal, but in a theoretical, Daisy is the product of Comstock. This is all him. This is all a result of his actions. Daisy is a symptom of people like Comstock. Comparing the two is absurd. And we would no doubt be better off. Not everyone. And sure, we could argue about reverse discrimination. And how Daisy probably shouldn't be in charge in the overall grand scheme of things. But Comstock is in no way better, and the two are in no way equal. What is the actual solution in this case? Well, Colombia is at this point too founded on just bigotry and violence to really survive. This was always inevitable. This chaos and this flames and this violence, it was always inevitable. It was always going to happen. Same thing with Rapture. Rapture was built on a foundation of everyone needs to be at the top. If you're not, you're garbage. And you know what? If you were really good enough, you would fight your way to the top. They're both just founded on this air of superiority that's going to create social class conflict. It's going to happen. That's why having moderates and people who can see the line between them is good, and people who aren't weighed by outside interests or racial interests, racially biased interests. Like, it's important that you have those voices of reason, and you have those checks and balances, instead of having someone just do whatever the fuck they want, and saying whoever their opponents are liars or fake news. Because we don't get anything done that way. Working class hero. We are now into the third act, I think. If we're talking that three acts total, I think we're into the third act. Possibly. It's hard to tell. Oh, yeah, her new design. Innocence lost.
This is all they had.
Listen.
How do you do it?
How do I do what?
Forget.
You know,
How do you wash away the things that you've done?
You don't. You just learn to live with it.
So the moment of truth between us. New York or Paris?
I wish this was a fake choice, though. I know all the choices in this game are fake, but I wish we could actually pick Paris or New York.
No!
Shit. Come on, we gotta find a way to make this thing go faster.
Also, her design is cool, but again, I want something more reserved, more ready to take a hit in combat. I know she said it's all they had in the back,
It looks like.
but like from a design point of view, like the developers. Also, Songbird, what's up? We haven't seen you since the beginning of the game. It's almost like you arrived just because you felt like it. Seriously. The bird and Elizabeth have some kind of connection. If I could put him down, would she let me? I know it's her only friend. Emporia. This is the upper class of of Columbia. So it's going to be the heart of most of the conflict now, because even though Daisy's dead, this is now a snake without its head. It's just
That's not it.
Certainly.
just violence and anarchy.
Try it.
All right.
Hold on.
Here you are.
Booker, we've got to stop that.
No, that's the
Why?
That is certainly.
Booker, hurry.
It's not.
It is.
Isn't.
Is.
Isn't.
Is.
If they play the whole
You
song,
try.
he'll come back.
Fine.
Oh, that's not good.
Nope. That is not.
Is.
Is not.
Is.
Stop
not,
it!
Is not.
Pay attention.
Stop it! You don't
Hey, guys.
know what you're doing.
There it is.
You've done it now. He's coming back. He's coming back.
The notes were correct.
The instrument was not.
One needs both to get his attention.
But if you know how to sing to him,
He will take you where you need to go.
Who are you?
we are where we are needed.
And needed where we are.
So Comstock uses these songs. Well, there others we can use? Something to keep the bird off our back?
Perhaps you should ask the maestro himself.
So where is he? Of course.
Damn them.
Well, at least they left the piano.
We don't need the piano. Oh yeah, her face. It's just like, what? It's like, what? Huh? I don't understand, Booker. Just what's going on? I don't get it. It's so hard. Alright. So yeah, those guys are just showing up still. With no clue who they are. I mean, I do, but you don't. So, new plot contrivance. We need to get rid of Songbird. Even though he wasn't stopping us before.
That's Comstock House. If we're gonna find him, we should start there.
Extravagant enough? Fuck. Also, we're back to the upper class area. It's been a while. And all these people are evacuating. So why don't we just jump? Oh, well, Songbird would kill us.
You can do it! Just jump! Jump! Come on, jump!
I cannot do it. I'm sorry.
Well, she can't jump from there.
I can't do it.
Which feels like a reference to Titanic.
You need to remove your belongings or we can't take any more people! The barge is full! You're going to have to remove some of your luggage if we're going to fit...
Take away the fucking luggage, you idiots. Push this bitch off. So yeah, they're panicking like crazy. They're not doing so hot. And everyone's trying to evacuate. Which, to be fair, not everyone in the upper class is garbage. At worst, they're probably all ignorant of the larger conflict. So they're just trying to escape, so let them escape, you know? What the heck? Dee. I miss being up here, in the nice part of town. Welcome to the cool part of town. The racist part of town. The loading of the areas is going nuts.
We're taking off now!
Yeah, they all got away, which I'm happy about. And the reason we can't take any of those is because Songbird's after us, so we need to find a way to deal with Songbird first. That is the order of the day. I will take this and this and that. Oh hey, look, the guy. I will pop the mosquito
Sure thing.
because there are enemies ahead. You guys can do it, I believe in you.
Fuck cannon.
Was that it? I think I need like 2 more or 1 more. Thank you.
Much obliged!
I need that. Mosquito. Okay, I'm gonna get closer. You looking? Jesus Christ. Here today, gone tomorrow. Jesus. Alright, hold on. I need to figure something out here.
It's all I've got.
Would you?
I haven't found anything.
God damn it.
Take it.
Perfect timing!
Alright, I need to distract him somehow. Health. I'm like halfway there. Barely. I might take one of their repeaters just for more damage because I'm not doing a lot of it now. That's the Hailfire. That's a new volley gun. Here we go. So yeah, lots of crazy shit popping off. Lots of lockpicks. You're gonna find yourself stored up on a lot of stuff. Trying to see, is there anything new I can grab in terms of weaponry? Everything else I think I have. I don't know if I don't know if I need the smaller pistol though. Oh, I guess if the revolver counts, then I do like the revolver second version of a gun counts. I do like this version. It's pretty cool. Anything in here? No. Okay, I'm gonna leave. And I checked that. Yep. All right. All right. So my second gun will now be, I guess, whatever I want. Oh, I do need the crank gun though. So if I see one of those, I will prioritize it. So massive anarchy. Now everyone's just running out, and also Comstock has been absent since like the first part of the game. It's really just crazy.
There you go.
It's really just absurd. Puddle. Okay. A Burstington. I have more ammo for it. Yeah, I'll let you see the Burstington. I'm not a big fan, although it is useful. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of many of these second versions.
Elizabeth,
On it.
what is it about that song that brings in the bird?
It always has. When I was younger, I used to be excited when I heard it.
Excited.
He
was the only friend.
all I had. He fed me, brought me books. He was my friend
Friend.
until I grew up. And I hated him because he was my warden. He's just Comstock's pet, isn't he? Just like me. Got it.
There is something to be said for your only friend being the person who's also capturing you. And this is really fucked up. There's just scalping all these people.
Look at this.
Pretty fucked up, if you ask me.
Comstock. Was she?
What did I really?
Their blood up. It ain't easy to settle it down again.
This is on our hands, isn't it?
I mean,
Elizabeth, a little help.
we just jumped realities. You could kind of say it's our fault, but I wouldn't go that far. 100 to 8. Increase number of enemies you can pull at one time. Yeah. Why not?
There you go.
I'll make the money back eventually. What's this? Pick up. Oh, this is a heater. So this is a shotgun that has, well, without my upgrade, it has one shot, and then you have to reload. So there's that. It's pretty neat. It's more powerful. Most of the rules with these new weapons is that they're slower, sometimes hold less ammo, but they do more damage. That's typically the order of the day with these things.
Feel better already.
Like this one I have here, slower, does more damage per shot. So you're sacrificing just power. Speed for power, typically with these. And you saw me shooting everybody else with the old machine gun. I wasn't getting a lot done.
Here's some cash.
Thank you. I like her new look better. That's kind of her canon look, although I like her DLC look the best, obviously, because it's more modern, more like Rapture. The more modern we can get, the more I will like it. Tear him a new one. Oh, cool. I haven't been using tears a lot, or have I? Executioner. Melee strikes against enemies, staggered enemies add 60% chance critical hit. Victims take 25% returns. Okay, so if an enemy is staggered and I punch them, it does, you can get a critical hit. And victims 25% more, take 10, okay. 25% more damage when struck. I guess when they're hit, they take, oh, sorry. Whatever it is, it kind of doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So I will leave it at that. Oops, excuse me. So yeah, they're really going crazy. So yeah, it's just. But at this point, the societal plot doesn't matter anymore. It's not about that. Like in the same way Bioshock 1, to its credit, Bioshock 1 wasn't really about Rapture either. It was more the backdrop. But here it feels like we were kind of getting invested in it. And then we didn't care after that. Where's the wallet? I see the wallet. There it is. So you see it took a lot less shots that time. So yeah, like I said, so the original Bioshock 1's detriment, it also kind of used things as a backdrop. It was more about the gameplay. But here you have a lot of the major gameplay elements stripped away. So just it's an odd combination now that it's leaning more on the story, but then the story focus is kind of all over the place.
Business. You don't think anyone can really see the future,
Thank you.
do you?
I saw something.
I don't know.
once when I first got here. A dream. It was New York, larger than any New York I ever saw.
Oh yeah, we did see that. That was random.
None of the prophet's magic is rubbing off on you.
Maybe. That's actually a funny comparison. Let's so see. God damn, I can't just. Jesus Christ, hold on. I'm getting my ass kicked. I wasn't even picking the right vigor either. So also now, if you can see, well, I blew off his head, but it's Abraham Lincoln now. I'm trying to grab the ammo, girl. I'm sorry. Got him. So yeah, it's Abraham Lincoln now. That is the Patriot they're using. Just a small detail touch. I thought I saw an item. There is a wallet. Yeah. So it's just a small touch. I think it's kind of neat. Whoop. Machine gun, soda. I saw it. Did I see sights here? I did. A telescope. Why do I keep calling it different things? So, see the lamp. Is the statue still here? Because we're in an alternate dimension now. We actually haven't seen Monument Island. So it is actually the statue. If the events of that at least are the same, it should be the same. It should still be intact, unless when our Elizabeth also escaped, it happened the same way. Peanuts. It's just okay. All right, more.
Did you take a look at this lock?
Let me see.
What's this? World's finest skyhooks.
Got it.
What a weird picture of somebody that hasn't been in the narrative. Oh, sniper rifle. I will take this. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that.
I just realized who those two are. They, well, at least she, invented the technology that allows the city to float.
Giant balloons.
Quantum particles, suspended in space-time at a fixed.
So that's yeah.
Giant balloons?
But the thing is,
That's the test.
disappeared
The
7
scientist.
years ago.
I told you they'd come.
No, you didn't.
Right. I was going to tell you they'd come.
But you didn't.
But I don't.
You sure that's right?
Something tells me they're not exactly what they appear.
I was going to have
Robert and Rosalina.
the subjunctive.
That's
Sorry, Rosalind.
subjunctive.
I don't think this
Rosalina is best girl in Mario.
Would have had to have been.
had to have had been. That can't be right.
They seem to want to help.
So clearly they're weirdo outsiders
What's odd?
The fact
that we're about to learn more about.
Finish each other's sentences.
Exactly.
It would be odder if we didn't.
How do you suppose they manage?
God, they're just fucking in love with each other,
I'll
aren't
get
they?
back to you after I figure out the floating.
If you're curious, that's just narcissism. They're not actually romantic, it's just blatant narcissism. A cute one, but it's narcissism.
Come on. Comstock House is up
I'll
ahead.
take this. Let's go. Alrighty, tighty. So I think we're coming up on the last vigor. Yep. We are coming up on the last one. I actually like this last one a lot. You'll notice which ones I've been using. Bucking Bronco is great. Undertow is another version of it, although it's just kind of annoying. Like, you see me try to push people. Possession's great. Shock is great. Charge, blah, blah. Devil's Kiss I haven't used in a while. It's just pure damage. It's just pure damage is what it is. I think we're coming up really close to the next one.
Seed of the prophet shall sit the throne. He was groomed, wasn't he?
He did a really bad job of grooming you.
think so.
Because you're not even brainwashed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing you didn't want to be groomed. Maybe he had something in the works to make you agree.
Like what?
I think it's best we don't find out.
Yeah. See, he would have had a better success if he just raised you. And then, you know, turned you into who he wanted to. But now he has to, like, if he wants you to agree, he has to really put in the work. And that's going to be probably one of the better moments in the game. Well, not better, but one of the finer.
Take it.
Take it, dog. Missing terribly. Oh, I can afford it. Yeah, why not? So, brief invulnerability and charge shield. So my argument before that it's useless because it doesn't protect me is now invalid. Grand Largesse. Spend $10,000.
No one has forgotten me here. Now back to the music.
Poor bastard. We haven't heard from that guy in a long time either. He's just getting his ass kicked. Hailfire, I don't really care for. Alright, please, Elizabeth.
Seems right up your alley.
Oh, this won't take long at all.
I love snipers in video games. If I ever do a full playthrough of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you're gonna see me mark out at all gillied up. Just mark out super. Oh, locked. So I think we're done with Vigors. I might, you know what? If whoa! Kind of just freaked out there. Sorry about that. If I'm actually done with all the vigors and I get more money, I might start using the armory stuff. I don't have a lot of ammo, so I'm gonna switch back. Pick up the gun. I guess I picked it up. Yeah, I'm gonna be switching guns a lot more now because I just don't have as much ammo.
District level. Execute anybody who looks like they give us trouble. Anyone with a gun, anyone wearing glasses. Round up the rest.
Oh yeah, anyone wearing glasses, anyone that can afford glasses. So yeah, this is totally off the rails now. I want to say I know who this is, but hold on.
Mr. Comstock, when we next meet, it won't be to parley. See, I went out to that Hall of Heroes to scalp your false shepherd for you. Turns out, though, DeWitt speaks Sioux. He helped me to swap words with this crippled child I've been, looking after. Now, after hearing how the kid has fared in your city, I'm thinking when we take your pelt, I'll let him hold the knife.
So yeah, just more violence. So Preston, in this reality, after watching the Vox win and after hunting down Booker in the Hall of Heroes, meets Booker, sees that Booker speaks. I think he said Suis. I didn't hear the exact pronunciation. Hold on. He speaks Sioux. I'm pronouncing it wrong, but it's a Native American tribe tongue. So Booker happens to speak it after his time at Wounded Knee. And guess who's now on the Vox team? So it's sad that we're not a bigger part of this conflict. Because there's so much interesting characterization going on. Alright, there's a bunch of people around. I can feel it. Is this another... Yeah,
Need
you
some
get
help
the
with this.
And then we'll go in there. I think that's where the last vigor is, the salty oyster. Oh yeah, we might have to upgrade this last one too. The last vigor, I don't know if it has any cool stuff with it.
Fancy putting those lock-picking skills to work?
No problem.
That one. Now!
On it.
Yeah, there are people up there. Ah, fuck. I know he's behind me. And in front of me. Okay, I don't think that other gun was giving me the achievement. It's hard to tell, but I feel like it wasn't. Damn, I should have been using this gun in the beginning. Don't drink. It's hard to tell what's happening right now. It's the lighting. Hey, hey, Elizabeth. Oh, hey. Brittle skin. Melee targets briefly invulnerable. Victim takes double damage. Recharge delay. I'll take it for now. I don't know how I feel about it. My recharge delay, I think, has been saving my butt. Let's see here. I feel like there's a thing here. That's already on. My salts are good. Let's go to the back. No? Alright, I guess this way then. Can't use it. Chew, excuse me. Can't use that. Lutece, wait, what? Lutece's brother arrives in Colombia. Lutece has a brother that she introduces. He's also a physicist. What's the odds of that? Who knew? Wow, we didn't even know she was related to anybody. What are the odds of that? Trying to get the money. That's an RPG. I still like my sniper rifle, although the RPG is probably gonna come in handy. Someone's here. Who's here? There's trouble here. I can hear him. I hear trouble. Oh yeah, I remember where the vigor is now. I have to get a thing that tells me where it is.
Here, ammo.
Thanks. Not gonna help, but not doing a lot of damage is my problem. I believe this combo should work. And then... there are different combos I can do that lead to an achievement, and I forget what they are exactly. I want to get the one that vigor kills lead to getting salt. That's one of my favorite ones. I love it because it means I can just use vigors whenever I want. Yeah, there's a last code thing in I'm getting closer to it.
Found some money.
God, that scared me.
Perfect timing.
Don't fucking do that. Like I'm mashing X on something and I just lose my mind. Alright, where am I going? Okay. Nope. Nope. There was stuff in there. Oh yeah, this hall. I hate this area.
Here you go, you sons of bitches! Your homes are ours! You lied to yourselves! The
think those, yeah, those Tesla coils are still here too, actually. I can do a pretty good job of tackling it. Alright. Okay, it's one of these areas. I think it's close to here. No, never. Ah, fuck. So yeah, these guys are just becoming the caricatures. Oh, there he goes, it shocks them. They're just becoming the caricatures that people painted them as, and it's kind of sad. So I don't know if I get too close, will it kill me too, or shock me? I can't actually recall. Yeah, I can't recall if it does. Damn it. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to do push. Gun, thank you. Oh, Jesus, we're doing terrible. Come on. Oh, get that in the way. You piece of... I need to stop him. I need to get out of here. Back door. Okay. Let's see here.
That's all I have.
That's fine. God damn it.
I haven't found anything yet.
Give yourself to me!
Salt, take them. Catch, Booker.
Thank you. Let's see what I want to do. Ah, shoot him. Fuck it. I was trying to get creative. I'm like, what should I figure should I use on you? And I was just like, I don't care. Forget it. Oh, jeez. What a crazy party. That sniper helped a lot. Alright, we gotta loot this place now. I know it ain't easy being cheesy. This place is huge. I did a mistake trapping myself in the corner. That was a big mistake.
Need money? Take this.
Thanks. Good cat. Good throw.
Great.
What if the guy fell up here? I guess not. I mean, I know he did, but... Okay. Let's look back in that room I was trapped in. This game's lagging a little bit. Yeah, I was... this is a good call by me. Oh, look. The lava's still there. I primed it as a trap and it hit the roof. That's actually funny. Okay, this leads here. Back in 5. Just ammo. It's somewhere around here. I don't know if it's a code book. I think it might be a code book. It's hard to remember exactly. I feel like it's on the other side. I'm gonna be upset if I can't find it. Because I want that vigor. It's like one of the hardest to find vigors just because they're really good at hiding it. Okay, no. Yeah, this would be the moment where I'm starting to feel like this always feels like the moment in the game where my guns don't feel like they're upgraded. But then after this, I kind of feel fine again. So
That seems right up
unlock
your
that.
Let me have a look.
Thank you. This is a back room. Ah, here we go.
Got it.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Again, have more money. The road.
The Lutece field entangled my quantum atom with waves of light, allowing for safe measurement. Sound familiar, brother? That's because you were measuring precisely the same atom from a neighboring world. we used the universe as a telegraph. Switching the field on or off became dots and dashes, dreadfully slow. But now you and I could whisper through the wall.
So basically, the Lutesses found a way to just talk to each other between dimensions. So clearly, that's the alternate reality version of Lutess. We'll get a confirmation on that probably at some point. But that's essentially what it is. That's an alternate version of the Lutess twin. So they're not. They are twins. They are identical, but they're not. It's an interesting concept. My God, there's just so many dead bodies. I'm trying to remember, where is that code? I want to say it was in this room. Emporia. Emporia. Okay, got his legs shut off. It was
Want to hold
terrible.
on to this?
Sure, thank you. Still floating.
Great.
Volley guns, I don't care for. Yeah, I could have ran around a lot more and gotten some stuff done. This is oddly lit. For no reason. Damn it, what is it? I'm gonna get mad and like I feel like I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't want to look it up, but I feel like I'm gonna have to. A lot of stuff here. It's not up here. I don't think it's up there. Let me just check again before I leave. If there's a point, I know there's a point of no return,
Go on without me.
so that it'll tell me if it's time for that. No, it's not here, and it's not. It wasn't in those back rooms. I thought for sure it was in the back rooms. Sorry, the game. I think the game is like loading in and out a little bit. I just want to be sure because I really remember it being here. No. Maybe maybe it's in the next area then. I do remember it being as a kind of a hard spot to find. So we'll see. And like I said, point of no return, I'll end up coming back. Sorry, I wasted a lot of time on that one. Here,
Think you can pick this?
On it.
you know what? I know this is a side area, so this
done.
might be where we have to go. Yeah, that's a point of no return right there.
Do it!
Sure thing.
Okay, the rifle. Jeez. Oh my God, he almost killed me. If I can just get him to slow down. Got it. Alright, we're good. God. Crap out of here.
Those turnstiles are one way.
Yeah.
Should we check out the bookstore before we leave?
Yes, I believe it's in the bookstore. God, I almost died. What's this? Nothing, just fire. Alright, I'll find health in here. I'm not too worried about it.
How needs competition when you have quality?
Yeah, empty.
Got a lock, needs picking.
Let me see.
Got a nose needs picking. Alright, here we go. There's a box full in there.
All done.
Founder's books, bookstore, cash register.
Brother, what Comstock failed to understand is that our contraption is a window not into prophecy, but probability. But his money means the Lutece field could become the Lutece tear, a window between worlds, a window through which you and I might finally be together.
So really, they're just trying to connect to each other. Someone who understands them. Enemies become easier to melee execute. That's not bad. Show comparison. Clip size. I'll do it. Although, I haven't really... Damn it. Is there anything else that's better than that? If I'm willing to get rid of it... Arms. Explosive weapon splash. We'll keep that for now and see how much it's... I know I don't do melee. We'll see. So, basically... Lutece got commissioned to make the reality-altering field for Comstock for his city, and now they're just kind of going through it all. Let's see, where are you? I know it's somewhere down here. have looked. Really shouldn't have looked. I got my health back. That was awful. Let's see. Alright, Vox phone. Oh.
Sally! The bastard snuck in while the Vox was shooting up the place and took my girl! Got her locked up in the salty oyster, his hidden closet he keeps all his treasures. Just need to hit the button under the register to open it, but...
There you are. It's under the register. There we go. Alright, let's go back upstairs. So yeah, so now we're kind of pointing more towards the... I can't really reach him.
There's no getting out of this.
There's no getting out of this. I can't do it. Ah, what the hell? Dirtbag. Alright, let's go back. Do. Oops. Oh, game, relax. What's this gonna
Here's some
happen?
cash.
Thank you. What was that? Holy shit. What's happening? What's happening? Jesus Christ. Like, I think they just spawned around me. I will take this. Thank you. God. That was terrifying and awful. And also, you didn't help at all. I would rather have this.
Open it.
To the oyster. Salty oyster.
Open it.
Stay up here in case enemies come. Which they usually do come behind me. So it's under the register. There it is.
Booker, there must be a button under the register.
I found it, Elizabeth. Thank you.
Really? We just risked our lives for a bit of titillation?
I think I knew her. Worked at a bar on Houston Street.
I bet you did.
Oh. For the girl? Oh, I came here for the vigor. I think the thing was like, hey, you came here for the girl or something.
Nice.
Alright, here we go. Return to sender. I love this one. I like the effect on this one. This is rad. So cool.
Press to generate a magnetic shield. Hold to absorb damage and release to throw it back. Hold and release to create an explosive trap.
So when no one's shooting at you, you can make an explosive trap. When you're just doing it normally, it's a magnetic shield. That's, I think, temporary. And then you can hold it to carry and then throw them back. It's really sweet. I enjoy it a lot. And we're going to end this episode with Vox Phone.
You have been transfused, brother, into a new reality. But your body rejects the cognitive dissonance through confusion and hemorrhage. But we are together, and I will mend you. For what separates us now but a single chromosome?
So it sounds like, yeah, so just passing through, damn it, just passing through the Lutece field or tear, whatever it is that they created, just passing through it creates cognitive dissonance with your reality and another one. I don't know exactly why, but it seems like there's something bad about doing that. So that's what these people are experiencing. Because we're bleeding into their realities, there's creating massive cognitive dissonance as a result. The why is a little confusing. The how isn't explained too much, but it seems like it kind of works. More importantly, it seems like Rosalind had a way to solve it over time. She was able to fix it. So it's not a total loss. And we've already seen Booker experience some of it towards the beginning of the story. So we'll see how much more it affects everyone. And we're almost done. We're almost toward the end of the modern commentary. So thanks for being along. See you guys on the next episode. Bye. Say bye, Elizabeth. She said bye.